All right, so Kevin Luby, we got you back, and I interviewed you for my Writer's Block podcast about a year ago. We talked at length about your novel, Chasing Shadows. So for viewers who aren't familiar with the plot, give us the condensed version of that.
Sure. I decided to write an apocalyptic novel, but I wanted to make it realistic. So there are no superheroes. There's no. It's not Die Hard, but I wanted to set it with an ordinary person dealing with extraordinary situations, and I wanted to set here in Portland. So I wanted to have as many Portland landmarks as possible, and I thought that would make it interesting to the readers, and the characters would be relatable. So yeah, it's a virus that wipes out the world. Hopefully that's a gross exaggeration of what we're living through now.
Oh yeah, I would hope so. But yeah, it's those like things that are rooted in reality that can often be more scary than a ghost or something you would make up. So I'm sure there was a lot of research that went into this because you wanted to make it seem as realistic as possible. So what are the things that you went and kind of set out to learn for Chasing Shadows?
Well, I did a lot of research on virus and virology. I had to talk to some Navy SEALs to learn about munitions, and I had some gun friends told me about guns. The book deals with a lot of different technical aspects, and I had to kind of dumb it down so that I could understand it and explain it. And I hope I did that. Part of the thing with my virus is it's a very small virus, so that most masks do not keep it out, and it's a very fast moving. I talked about how it mutated, much as the COVID virus mutates, and how it actually impacts the body. So I did a lot of research, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone at the NSA has a file on me now.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you, how similar is it to what we're seeing now as far as, what's happening in your novel? You just mentioned that the virus mutated, so that's one similarity right there.
Yeah. It's a much deadlier virus in my book than COVID-19. But like COVID-19, it stays for a while, but increases how fast it incubates and how it passes. So there are some similarities there, and hopefully it's in reading the book, it's somewhat terrifying and makes the current day a little bit less terrifying.
Interesting. As far as human behavior goes, what about I know you said you wanted to kind of put everyman characters in there. It's not superheroes. And it's been so interesting to me as we've reported on coronavirus, the panic buying, people running for toilet paper, and some of the other stressors that aren't necessarily medical. Were there any of those aspects that you've looked into or that you're kind of noticing play out in a similar way?
Yeah, the quarantining is a lot. In the book, the main characters move down to Manzanita and find a kind of remote cabin down there so they can be away from everyone, as well as protecting. There is a lot of other folks just shut their doors and close their windows and curtains and try to avoid any contact with other humans. There's certainly some concern that if society were to go really bad, as it does in the book, that there might be rioting, which there is, and there might be a lot of panic. So I tried to determine how a person that didn't panic observes that and how he or she would react to it.